Welcome to this week's edition of Inside the Industry. Hey, we are in Tehila Media Studios in Trinidad, and we will be joined today by a very special guest. He is no stranger to the Caribbean gospel music scene. I'm talking about the powerful Jason Mighty. That's right, it happens right here on Caribbean Gospel TV. Hey, I'm Marcus Romero. You gotta keep it locked. We'll be right back. Would you like to speak to us about your event coverage, interviews, or sponsorship? Email us at marcus@tehilamedia.com or WhatsApp us at 1-868-71-MEDIA. That's 1-868-716-3342.
Toronto, it's that time again. Jason Mighty presents a night called Gospel Fest Toronto, featuring Jason Mighty, DJ Nicholas, Ryan Mark, The Journey, Kimberly Ade, Prince Aj from Jamaica, Jermaine Cowan, Roxanne Robinson, and many more at the ESP Worship Center, 869 Progress Avenue, Scarborough, Saturday, July 30 at 7 p.m. Tickets, $40 pre-sold, $45 at the gate. Hosted by the one and only Perry and Prince. You don't want to miss this time.
Hey, Jason Mighty saying, Caribbean Gospel TV is the official TV for Gospel Fest Toronto. Keep it locked up. Yeah, man.
Which remains unchanged outside of the third precinct. Just a group out there engaged in peaceful activity.
Love in every language, straight from the heart, pull us together. Love in every language, if you learn to speak it, the world will see true love. True love. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what nation, doesn't matter what you speak like. I love you, you and you. Me no matter what you look like, me no matter if you're black or white. I love you still the same.
Let's jump right in, man. I mean, welcome inside the industry. Of course, here you're on Caribbean Gospel TV. We're going to be taking this big gospel fest in Toronto to the world. And I mean, we're really excited to be a part of it. I know you have this big desire in the heart for the Caribbean gospel music. And I know a lot of your friends are joining you on the cast as well. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Well, first, just on a big up Caribbean Gospel TV, you don't know the official sponsor for Gospel Fest in the Caribbean. You don't know. If you want to see Gospel Fest Toronto, you got to log on to Caribbean Gospel TV next week, Saturday, all right? So let me get that out there. Big old shout out to my man. You don't know, my bro. Yeah, but you don't know, since Jason Mighty in the streets right now. We're up on the streets. I give a flyer, as you see. You know, we're promoting the heart in Toronto. We're in Scarborough right now on the streets, just giving away flyer. And man, we're going nuts. People going nuts for the event. You know what I mean? We're looking forward to next week, Saturday. It's going to be crazy. You know, people excited, bro.
Excellent, man. Now, there's a Scarborough and Tobago, which is part of Trinidad and Tobago here as well. What is the Scarborough community like in Canada there?
Well, listen, it's just like the Caribbean. You know,
Right.
that's what I mean. If you check, you see a man for the street, I sell all them bicycle, you don't know. You see, like, you know what I mean? Jamaica food place here, Trinidad
Right.
food place all over the place. You see me? So it's like Scarborough's like where, you know, when you leave the Caribbean, it's where you come because there's a lot of Caribbean people here. You know,
Right. Right.
it's around our culture, you know, it's whether Jamaica, Guyana, Trinidad, Barbados, you come to Scarborough, right? So, you know,
nice.
when you do that, you got this is like the heart of what you're doing, you know?
Ah, I see. Nice, man. Now, what is the Christian community presence like in Scarborough? Are there many believers?
Well, a lot of believers, a lot of churches here in Scarborough. Like, you know, this is a little bit out of Toronto, like a close to Toronto. So, you know, Scarborough is a lot of black churches, a lot of, you know, because I think we, especially black people, we have the most churches, right? So, it's less the Caribbean then. A lot of Caribbean churches throughout Scarborough. So this morning we did maybe 5 or 6 churches, give away maybe 2,000 flyers we did this morning already just by churches.
Wow.
Yeah,
so it has been a quite busy weekend for you doing these promotions.
Yeah, man, it's a busy weekend. You know, bro, let me tell you something, bro. You know, nothing at all you do come easy. You know, nothing at all you do come easy. And you know, the secular, you know, it's easy to promote because they have the big budget. You know what I mean? But when you have the gospel, we don't have the budget. You see me? So we have to go with it the manual, the old school way, which is a flyer.
right. Got you. But I mean, you been doing it some years now, and I mean, you have experience with your secular side as well because you were almost signed to a big secular recording label back in the day, just before you got saved, right? I want you to take the people back to that a little bit. Take them back to that moment in history, just for a little while.
Well, back in the days when I was unsaved, I was about 17, 18 there. You know, I used to always on the streets, man, my friend, a place in Jamaica called Price Right. You know what I mean? We used to just always out there just smoking, selling weed, and just always everybody on the corner just always stop because we always out there sing and DJ, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, dance and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was just singing about slackness, you know, those women and, you know, stuff like that, you know? And, bro, you know, before I got saved, I think it was a year before I got saved, I almost get a big record label with one of the biggest producers in Jamaica. At the time, they were working with Vegas, you know, Mr. Lexus, Baby Sham, all those big artists at the time. You know what I mean? And the producer, I was about to sign some deal with him, but, you know, God have a different plan. You know what I'm saying? You and, man, you know, it was crazy back then because then I never have no fear for God, no fear for my life. I just feel like I was just living unpurposeful, you know what I mean? And I would do anything at all at the time, apart from becoming a gay, but, but yeah, I would do anything at all at the time, you know, to make money, you know what I mean? Just, I would sell drugs, I would sell anything, you know, to make money, and I just want to be rich. I just want the no life, you see me? And but God in His mercy and His greatness, He had a bigger plan for my life, and He know that there was something in me that I never see, that I never know, because I thought there was nothing in me, bro, because I grew up in my community, you know, as nothing, you know. People look down on us. My mother gave me away 3 times. I was given away 3 times, you know, as an orphan, you know, and my mom was so poor that people never deal with her because she's seen as a poor, you know, woman who has no purpose in life. So because of that, it was a stuff, you know what I mean? But God had purpose for me, you know. I just thank God that He really have mercy in my life, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, you and your brother, prodigal son. I mean, a lot of folks might not know, but he is actually your brother as well, right?
Yes.
Nice. And you guys did a big track sometime back. You know, the Fire Catch My Soul kind of vibes.
Jesus mighty, hallelujah, prodigal son, Lord we bless you in this place, my God we love you.
That has been an anthem in churches across the region, even up till today. What really made that song so impactful, man?
Well, to be honest with you, there's 2 songs. I don't know if you know the one of Jesus Bigger. We dropped one the other day called Jesus bigger than what people say.
Right.
Jesus. You see me? So, you know, prodigal son being him because I think God has blessed us because our mother, she was a revivalist, right?
Okay.
In the community, when my mom would sing, she would get up in the morning. She wasn't a Christian. She never saved, but she has a Christian background, and God was calling her from all those times. So when she get up and sing in the Sunday morning, she would sing some revivalist songs. So you know what I mean. And for those days, we growing up, we hearing all of those songs, and when she sing them, it's like something changing you. It's like something changed. And so from them time until now, it's just in me, you know. And so when we come together and we sing a song like Catch a Fire or Jesus Bigger, it's no coincidence, you know. It's something that was coming from our bloodline, you know what I'm saying? And God just blow it away throughout the world, you know what I mean? And man, it's a blessing to work with Prodigal because he's so great in music. He's such a good writer, you know. He's such energetic, and you know, it's such a blessing, bro.
Wow. I mean, was that something that happened between you guys growing up as well, in terms of doing music together and singing together? And was that some part of your growing up as well?
Well, to be honest with you, growing up, I never know Prodigal as an artist, as a musician.
Okay.
He was never that type. I know him as a bad man. He was a gangster, right? So, you know, Calvin, his name is Calvin. Calvin would leave. He leave home from about maybe 12. He leave home and he lives in Trenchtown, right? Where Bob Marley come from, right? And he at the age of maybe like 15, 16, he was a gang leader in there. You know what I mean? He run in the community, you know what I'm saying, with badness, you know. So for me, I would just see Prodigal every now and then, like in the summer I would see him or something, pop in like a month, come in and just stop by and things. So I'm saying, so I never knew him as a musician. So when me grow up and, you know, and end up in Kingston, and I still never know what Prodigy is, but I never know him as a musician. I know him as just a thug on the street. You see me? So I want to be like that. You see me?
Right. So I mean, it must have been quite a big deal. I mean, apart from even the music scene, just having that whole brother by your side kind of vibes again, at this adult stage in your life, it must have been something great.
Well, you know, brother, it's a blessing because, you know, when I get saved, I didn't know nothing about gospel reggae, because when I get saved, I thought that, you know, you can't sing gospel reggae in church. You know, you can't sing this type of music. You know what I mean? Because I'm coming from a street where, you know, you sing about girls and gun and badness. So I thought that we couldn't do song like that in the street anymore. So when I get saved, I totally put away that. I put away my music. I put away writing. I put away everything like that. But one day I was working in a restaurant and a lady, she tell about maybe 6 months after I got saved, a lady, she started to attack me because she was a backslider. And you know, the devil used her. She started to attack me in the church because I was so happy for God. I just on fire everywhere I go to tell people about Christ. And I was working in the restaurant, serving tables, and everybody was served table because I'm so nice. I just tell them about Jesus, and they would bless me with big tips. She was so bitter towards Christian people, so she started to attack me in every way. And she lied on me and said that I broke the restaurant because someone broke in the restaurant, and she lied on me and she said I did it, right? And I tell her the truth, brother. That day, I totally forgot who I was.
Wow.
Totally forgot who I was, and I took up a knife, and I'm ready to push the knife in the lady, because the street Jason come back.
Yes.
You know, the tongue come back, and I willing to take her life that day, and instantly something take me over, and I start to sing. Because remember, I put down music for years, right? And instantly something take me over. And the first, I just started, the Holy Spirit opened my mouth and I started singing, if God is for you, who can be against you? If God is for you, hear me tell you, say you can't go wrong. If God is for you, who can be against you? If God is for you, hear me tell you, say you can't go wrong. Yeah, man. So, let me tell you something, man. God is real, bro.
Yeah.
That day, the Lord birthed back the musical gifts in me, but in a Christian way. And I tell you, I wrote that song, because that song was on my first album.
That's still a big song today, man. Still a big song everywhere today.
Yes. So you know, and I dropped the knife. I dropped the knife out of my hand, brother. And I tell you, God is merciful and is good. And so I just want to thank God for that, man. And listen to me, man. You know, Prodigal at the time, people started prophesying to me and say, yo, God called it to sing the gospel. Jesus Christ want to use all over the world. Everywhere I go. If I go to church, people tell me. And so at the time, Prodigal was working with Danny Brown at the time, Main Street Studio, with Red Rat and all those guys, Goofy, Arkai, and he called me one day and said, Jason, come and meet the producer. And I went to meet the producer. And when I met him, same way I almost signed a big secular contract, instantly, the producer, Danny Brown, said, Jason, come back next day and I start the record. And the next day I start the record. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So
that would have been like around the Yo2 compilation somewhere around there, right?
Yes. Nice, so
man.
Prodigy is a big part of my break in the gospel community, because in the gospel, he's the one who introduced me to Danny Brownie, right?
Right. Excellent.
Yes,
I mean, speaking about family life, and I know that at some point in your life you had a dread vendetta for your dad at one point. I know you were saving to buy a gun for him one time. Tell us a little bit about that experience, man.
Well, yes, growing up there, before I became a Christian, it was about maybe 17, 18 there. My dad wasn't there for me, and as I explained to you earlier, that my life, was given away so many times because my mom couldn't afford it. So in all of those times, I was so bitter, my brother. Just much a young man, just tossing around. At the time I was about maybe 10, 11, just been tossing around to different people's house, and people abused me and used me and just beat me and stuff like that. And so because of this, I started to develop a bitterness and low self-esteem, and just, man, I didn't have nothing named loving me. And from that day, from those times, I decided anytime when I grow up and I get older, I'm gonna kill my father.
Right. Wow.
Right. And when I get older and I moved to Kingston and I started work around the thugs and badman and gangs, you know what I mean? It never leave my heart because that was always in me. And I save and I actually buy the gun. Right? And let me tell you, God is good. Let me tell you, say God, when God have a purpose for you, no matter what the enemy tries, listen, when God have a purpose for your life, and I'm talking to anybody who's watching this program right now, whether you're young or old, or you're a thug out there, God have a purpose for your life. You may miss gunshot. You may miss somebody try to shoot you and you miss it. You think, oh, I'm lucky. No, you're not lucky. It's because God have a plan for your life. Right? You may miss, you may go to prison and you come back out because, when you should get 5, 6, 7 years and you come out in 1 year. No, it's because God is calling you. You have a purpose for your life because the purpose of God is bigger than what you think. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. I saved, listen to me, my father would come down every December I come to Jamaica just to enjoy and drink with his friend and relax and sit on the street, right? And I know this, right? And let me tell you something, brother. In that time, I decided me and my friend were gonna get to bike. I was just gonna ride up and mass up. I was just gonna lick him over. Just beat some shot and then skin, see? That was my desire, and that was the plan of the enemy. And let me tell you something, that was December. The devil, I planned to do that December. The Lord saved my life October, the same year, October.
Right.
A month before, 2 months before I do that, God saved me, my brother. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's no coincidence. Because if God ever saved me, I would end up taking my father's life, right? And I would be maybe in a prison, or I don't know where I would be today. But so God, man, He's just amazing. And I think back all these things, man, it's just amazing to see how the Lord merciful.
Officers are on scene.
Step out the vehicle for me, sir. Hello, officer. Sir, step out the vehicle for me.
We pull up on the highway as I am sitting in the driver's seat. I wanna do it God's way, but you were saying surrender to me. All these voices in my head and they won't stop. No.
Are you looking for high quality production services for music videos, commercials, or other video content? Then email sales@tmcaribbean.com. We offer special video production rates on Christian content and Caribbean videos. Email us today, sales@tmcaribbean.com.
Toronto, it's that time again. Jason Mighty presents an icon Gospel Fest Toronto, featuring Jason Mighty, DJ Nicholas, Ryan Mark, The Journey, Kimberly Ade, Prince Ad from Jamaica, Jermaine Cowan, Roxanne Robinson, and many more at the ESP Worship Center, 869 Progress Avenue, Scarborough, Saturday, July 30 at 7 p.m. Tickets $40 pre-sold, $45 at the gate. Hosted by the one and only Perry and Prince. You don't want to miss this time.
Hey, Jason Marty saying, Caribbean Gospel TV is the official TV for Gospel Fest Toronto. Keep it locked up. Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm Marcus Romero. Join us right here on Caribbean Gospel TV for Inside the Industry every Monday at 8 p.m. and Thursday at 2 p.m. right here on Caribbean Gospel TV. Don't miss it, Inside the Industry, where we take you up close with some of the groundbreakers and the movers inside the gospel industry. You don't want to miss it. So much to learn inside the industry. Keep it right here. Caribbean Gospel TV, Mondays 8 p.m., Thursdays 2 p.m. Inside the Industry with me, Marcus Romero. Looking forward to see you there. And how did you end up in Toronto though? What really transitioned you from Jamaica to Toronto?
Well, I was in Jamaica, and you get saved and you leave the girl thing, you put on a girl thing, and I I want to live holy and right for God, all of the girls I used to talk to when I got saved, I cut them off because I really want God. That was my desire, and so I always cry out to the Lord to send me a wife, you know what I'm saying? And I said, God, send me a wife, a teacher. I also asked God to send me a teacher, because growing up, bro, I never get no schooling, so I couldn't read properly. I couldn't do much. I could maybe just spell my name and, stuff, but I couldn't read. So I asked God to send me a teacher, because I want somebody to teach me to read and, to help with my interviews, because by this I was doing music, right? Help with my interviews, help me to write my songs and stuff like that, in my gospel songs, and stuff like that. And so my wife, they came to Jamaica. They met my brother, Prodigal, came to Canada on tour, a year before. And then he met some people who are some church people, and they become great friends. So when they came to Jamaica, this lady, she's a pastor, she come to Jamaica every year and just do donations. So what happened is I shipped the container and came to Jamaica, and then I was invited to come and just be a part of it.
Okay.
And my wife, mom, she was the leader of this, and then I met my wife right there. She was just on the container, just throwing off water bottle, and when I see her, I'm like, this is the woman I'm looking for, because I just want somebody who love God, and that was it, bro. The connection started, and we started date. We date for like 2 years. I come back and forth to Canada. She come back. I get married in Jamaica. We spent 6 months in Jamaica. She got pregnant with my daughter. I decided I'm not gonna make my daughter grow up like me, so I decided to migrate, come to Canada, and the rest is history, man.
Wow, man. Well, that's a beautiful story there, man. That's a really beautiful testimony right there. And you came to Toronto and you brought this great talent with you, but there's so much more inside of you that maybe Toronto was not ready for. Because you're doing some big things in Toronto now. So tell us about what is happening with Gospel Fest. What is Gospel Fest all about?
Well, Gospel Fest is a show that we want to take it outside. It's a big festival we want to do, where we want to go in the park, and do a humongous festival where people can come out in the day and just spread out them blankets and just have fun. From 12 o'clock in the day, have a ride for the kids. We have maybe like 12, 13 artists just performing. I went to Europe one time, and I went to this European festival, and it was huge out the door. People flood the streets, people on the road, people sit down in the grass, just have amazing time for the devil, right? Yeah. So I decided I want to do something like that for God, where people just come out, Christians come out, having a good time, right? And having fun. So I decided that I want to start it. I want to introduce to the people this year, right? Excellent. And so we have DJ Nicholas coming over from Florida. We have Pastor Ryan Mark from Jamaica. We have so many artists. We have a few Canadian artists right now. We have one of the artists right now in Canada, That Journey, right? He's gonna be on the show. We have artists from Jamaica, Jeremy Cohen. We have some top artists gonna be here, man. We have the guy who win the Magnum Festival in Jamaica the other day, right? He's gonna be coming up from Jamaica. So, man, it's gonna be an amazing show, man.
Excellent, man. We're excited to be a part of it as well, because I know that you're teamed up with Pastor Donny and the folks there.
ESPN Worship Center.
Right. So I know it's a beautiful venue, so people are going to be really, really blessed with what you guys have to present on Saturday. So it's going to be a fantastic time. And again, we're happy to be a part of it and carry it to the rest of the region for the folks who can't be in Canada at that point in time, but can still be a part of it. But people who might be watching online or might be looking at it through their television, how can they be a part of it and support what is happening?
Well, for those who want to go online and You know, if you know anybody in Canada here, you know, you mean in the Caribbean, and you have I kind of know a lot of Caribbean people here, whether from Barbados, St. Vincent, Grenada, whatever, Trinidad. You can tell somebody that, you know, we're having this concert July 30th, which is next week Saturday. It begins at 7 o'clock, and it features Jason Mighty, DJ Nicholas, Ryan Mark, and a lot of Canadian artists. We're gonna hear a live band, right? You can get a ticket. You can go online and buy a ticket at Eventbrite, right? Eventbrite. You can just Google Eventbrite. You can buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying to you? If you're not from the Caribbean and you're gonna sit and you just want to tell somebody that they can log on and stream, you can also go virtually. If you're not gonna watch it on the cable station and you're out of the Caribbean, you want to watch it virtually, you can still go on Eventbrite and buy a virtual ticket, right? And you can be able to watch it virtually, right? So, you know what I mean? And if you feel like, if any at all you feel like you want to bless us, bless the event, just send it to somebody else, send it, share it, send it out. You know what I mean? Because it's not just for me, it's for the gospel, it's for the kingdom of God. And we're gonna have some ministers there who have powerful testimony, who coming from a powerful criminal background, you know, ex-gangs, ex-thugs, Nicholas ex-Rasta, who is a praise Selassie and bonfire upon Jesus, who's gonna share his testimony and just tell people about the goodness of God. And I don't know what you know, your son can be there, your son can be benefit, your daughter can benefit. So you know, it's not just for money, it's not for money, right? It's for the kingdom of God, right?
Excellent, man. And how can people get in contact with you? Maybe they want to bring you across to their ministry to do some ministry. Maybe they want to get you to their church, their concerts, bookings, you know. How can I get in contact with you?
And funnily I say that, bro, because listen, man, we need to come in the Caribbean. I want to take the show throughout the Caribbean, you know what I mean? And just really, and I didn't get to say it, but this my seventh studio album will be released on the night too. You know what I mean? So yes, my album will be released. It's available online right now. It's available.
What's the title of the album? What's the title?
Overflow. The album name Jason Mighty Overflow. You know, it's gonna be available. You know what I mean? So I want to take this album throughout the Caribbean. So we plan the album tour, right? We're gonna feature DJ Nicholas, Prodigal Son, and me. So if you're interested, if you're in Caribbean and interested about this lineup, please give me contact me at 647-876-2464. Right? Again, 647-876-2464. Or you can send me an email at jason.mighty@gmail.com, right? Or you can just look for me on Facebook, look for me on Instagram. If you're interested in the store, because we're talking about DJ Nicholas, Prodigal Son, and Jason Mighty live. We're gonna have some more, but we want to take this show to the Caribbean. So if you want to be a part of it, if you wanna come on board with us, let's get it done. Let's take back the young people and that Vibe Cartel and Tommy Lee and all of the secular artists and you know, all of the popcorn and all these guys take over. We want to take them back for Jesus.
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, of course,
take them back.
We fully support you and endorse that as well, you know. So definitely get in contact with Jason if you're looking to get the tour to your community and your island. This is the people you need to contact with, all right? Make sure Jason, is it jason.mighty@gmail.com?
Yes, sir.
Right, to get to the email, of course, look for social media. So we're searching Jason Mighty on all social media as well, right?
Yes, man. And Instagram is Jason Mighty1. And my Facebook, you just type in Jason Mighty, I come up. Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Anything you search, just type in my name, you'll see me come up.
All right, beautiful, man. Well, Jason, thanks for spending a little time today inside the whole hectic promotional schedule that you have. But we're looking forward to be a part of the show on Saturday at the ESPN Worship Center. It's going to be huge, man. Of course, let me give you one last opportunity again to invite everyone to be a part of the event on Saturday. You go right ahead.
Well, as we say, Gospel Fest Toronto 2022. You can't miss it. Come out, tell a friend. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter which country you live in, which island you live in. I know you need someone in Canada. Invite somebody. Tell them about the show next week Saturday. All right. Tell them about this lineup. You're not gonna see it again because this lineup is maybe the last 10 years we have not performed together as three of us, Nicholas, DJ Nicholas, and me, and Ryan Mark. I don't know when you're gonna see this again, right? So you can't afford to miss this lineup. So go on Eventbrite. You can get a ticket there if you want to watch it online. If you want to watch it on the internet, you know what I mean? Gospel, you know, it's crazy, man. Just check it out, my bro. He's gonna post all the links. He's gonna post it where it's gonna be. Man, let's just come together and worship God.
Yeah, man. Blessings, blessings. Well, Jason, thanks again, my brother. And we look forward to it. And of course, looking forward to more ministry from you. I mean, and the entire team. I mean, I'm looking for some of the classic tracks that you would have done back in the years, yourself and Ryan. And I mean, this is going to be huge. This is going to be quite a nostalgic moment for many of the Caribbean gospel music followers from who has been following gospel music from back in the days,
Yes,
It's going to be a great time.
Yes, sir.
So looking forward, my brother. Thanks again. And I mean, enjoy the rest of your afternoon and your evening. And I mean, I pray that everyone really comes out and support. And of course, all the folks there at the ministry as well. Much blessings to them as well. All right. Thanks again for sharing, my brother.
One love, man. And thanks for streaming the concert. We really appreciate you, bro. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate you 100%. All right.
Pleasure all minds, man. All right. We'll have a good one. We'll link up soon.
Yeah, my blessing. One love.
And of course, that's the man, Jason Mighty. Of course, don't forget, this weekend it happens. We're talking about Toronto Gospel Fest, where Jason Mighty and all of his Caribbean gospel music minister friends, they're going to be getting together to bless us. Now, we want you to go on to eventbrite.ca and search for Gospel Fest Toronto and support by purchasing a couple tickets, all right? Gospel Fest Toronto, we take you to Canada. That's right here on Caribbean Gospel TV. Until next time, I'm Marcus Romero. Do have a good one.
Oh, yeah. Ain't gonna make no stick and stone worship, no. Though they slay me, yet will I praise you. Every time I think of you, Lord, I need that you die for me, Lord, and His love you show to me, He brings joy with His smile. Even though I don't deserve it, by Your grace and mercy You've earned it. Hey, Your blessings I can't count it, 'cause if I start I can't complete it. I got this praise in my heart, Lord take away my shackles. Your yoke is easy and Your burden light. When I praise You, Lord, I feel alright. God's praise in my heart, Lord take away my shackles. Your yoke is easy and Your burden light.